Hello everyone and welcome back. You're tuned in to the Underwater Rugby channel broadcasting live on the internet from Tampere. And we have the last match of the day here between Betta and Malsch. In blue for Betta, I'm proud to introduce number 4, Samuli Yusura. Number 8, Sergei Leonov. Number 9, Anton Chuzin. Number 11, the captain, Victor Krylov. Number 12, Ilya Azorov. Number 13, Tommy Suomalainen. Number 16, Alexander Bakonov. Number 33, Alexei Prezhnikov. Number 39, Timu Letti. Number 80, Marco Enberg. Number 88, Leo Selahoff. Number 99, Tom Hombeck. Number 10, Henrik Nielsen. And the head coach, Alexander Krylov. On the other side of the pool, for Malsch, in white, number 2, Sasha Buchner. Number 4, Martin Schottmüller. Number 5, Jens Dingel. Number 6, Georg Dariger. Number 8, Jürgen Scheer. Number 9, Christian Forschler. Number 12, Johannes Wiesel. Number 13, Christian Staubach. Number 14, Christian Provold. Number 15, Alexander Vicht. And number 23, Colin Lively. And the team leader, Reinhard Schottmüller. Whom we should never forget. On deck, Jyrki Muta. And in the water, Kai Thronson and Janne Lindell.
Okay. 1 minute.
So, have a nice evening.
Yes, you too.
And then tomorrow.
Sanoin, että peli jäi keskeytetty, kun ruudut kelluu pinnalla. Jätkät lupasit.
Okay. Can you hear? Oh shit.
Okay.
Can you let's see? Yeah, I believe we're on the air again. And
Are we?
how is
Looks like.
how is it too loud for you now or?
No. Everything's
Okay.
fine.
I could see which one is mine here.
I think this
Number
one.
one. Let's see. Testing.
It's
Testing.
louder now. I'm not on air.
Okay,
I
you're not.
believe.
So should be.
I am. Let's see. No, can't hear myself.
I can hear you.
Okay.
So maybe the sound levels can be adjusted for you. How does that sound? Testing,
Okay,
testing.
perfect.
Okay. We've come to the last
Okay,
match.
teams ready.
Last match of the day.
6 players.
Yeah, and it's a very interesting one.
Yeah.
It's already started, and I believe there are two teams playing against a team with a style that they're not accustomed to, or maybe don't even know. So I don't believe these have played against each other very often. Maybe some of them on national teams have played against some of the others, but as a clubs, I don't know that they have ever met. And this is really interesting because both teams are playing a kind of unique style in the league. Each their own style, in its own manner, a bit unique. And yeah, it's going to be really interesting because usually they play against very, very offensive and quick swimming opponents.
How would you characterize these two clubs style-wise? You say that they have something which is unusual.
So I guess Malsch is closest to the team of. Okay, this is Martin Schottmüller trying to score here. He got the goalie off, but didn't get the ball down. I'd say that Malsch is playing a bit conservative, so they're not playing all the risky passes. And when they play a risky pass, they really forecheck immediately to not allow the opponent a counter-attack. Yeah, in general, not so many long passes. Whereas Betta is scrumming a lot and going to the surface a lot, fighting on the surface and trying to power out their opponents there, and then try to surprise them in coming down quickly.
But it's not. This tactic is not new anymore.
No, but it's new for each other
Yeah.
because they are not accustomed to playing against a team that plays like this.
But
I think
that
let's see.
the Beta players who were junior national team members, several of them were, they have played against Germany a lot. But the Finnish guys maybe have not played as much against.
Yeah, that might be. Yep.
But
Okay, so let's get to it. This is Malsch in control of the game so far. They have been passing the ball rather calmly. This is Jens Dingel with the ball, also a German national player, whereas this pass was rather sloppy. Taken away from Tommy Suomalainen, and now it is.
Tommy Suomalainen is a very acute play reader, so I don't think that Jens's pass was that terrible, but
yeah,
he didn't.
It was a bit sloppy,
It was,
and Tommy saw the chance. And he got the ball off to Ilya Sorov, who fought with it for a bit and then eventually passed it back to Tommy, who is now fighting with it on the surface for a bit. So yeah, we're seeing Betta playing what Betta plays. Oh wow, he has been fooling him, huh?
Yeah,
A little bit, hold the ball behind your back and let the whole world see it.
and behind your opponent's back as well.
Yeah, behind your back, not behind my back.
He held it behind his own back first, and then behind his
Yep.
opponent's back.
That's also the Beta players are quite nifty. They move the ball a lot with those
moves, yeah.
moves between the knees and behind the back and
It's
stuff.
Brazilian football moves in underwater rugby.
Yeah, kind of. And whereas this one time that went totally wrong because you saw the pass was going into the nothing. So now let's see. Can Malsch put some pressure on? This is Jürgen Schier, I believe. Down to Jens Dingel. Okay, neat pass. Martin Schottmüller. Over to Jürgen Schier again.
2-on-2.
Christian Straubach's under the goal on the right hand side, but yeah, very well. Krylov paid attention, snapped the pass away. That was going to be meant to be an assist for a goal of Staubach. and now Betta will try to move over and start their attacking. But yeah, they have a hard time. They have a hard time getting passes off. That's something that we see a lot from Malsch. Their forecheck is immediately wherever they lose the ball, and they start to forecheck with 2, 3 people immediately, very close. They don't let them swim for a meter, and they try to really force that. Let's see how Betta can accustom to this.
There's a waiting game here.
Yeah, it's a bit of a waiting game, which is also very typical of Malsch, and Malsch imposes this. You know, you see that Malsch is waiting on purpose, out of reach of most of the opponents, and then they quickly mount the tempo, and then one sprint, and they try to go in. They try to kind of,
In some way,
they give you the impression that okay, there's not so much happening. They try to have the defenders get sloppy and think okay, nothing can happen. Then instantly switch the speed.
Yes. And when you describe it that way, do you think it's fair to say that in some sense, these two teams have a similar strategy, and that is one is on the scrum surface and then to come in like lightning, and the other one is to be waiting on the bottom, passing back and forth, and then come in like lightning.
Yeah,
both the same.
They have a similar style of luring the defenders and the forecheckers away from their goal. They lure them into either a scrumming on the surface or
passivity,
or get them just away from the goal, and then start the attack with a quick sprint, or even to, maybe the defenders stay back, but they get a little bit sloppy and don't pay attention because nothing is happening for some
white team
time, and then eventually they're like, okay, whatever.
I was surprised when I watched Betta when they were playing their best with these, because they won so many of the scrums. I mean, every scrum they just dominated. But they're having trouble with this now because they're missing players.
Yeah, they're missing players, and also I think some of the teams are getting better accustomed, trying to avoid the scrums because they know that they're going to lose this. Meanwhile, we have Jusila, good pass over to the right side.
Oh, out in the center, nice.
Yeah, very good. This is Timo Leiti.
He just caught his legs there.
Yeah, but Leiti has time, obviously. He has
stayed down even longer. Yeah.
Yep. Whereas his two teammates came down, saw that he still had air, and instantly went back up. Like, okay, you're still doing it, then we're not coming down.
Wow.
And
that was an incredible dive.
Yeah. You know, sometimes when you play rugby, sometimes you go down and within 5 or 10 seconds you're like, oh, I need to go up, I need to go up, I need to go. And sometimes you're down there for 40 seconds and barely recognize it. It's
especially after you've had a little break. And
yeah, but I don't know, it's not even that. Sometimes it's even in the middle of the game, you get that one huge dive and you're not even sure why it didn't bother you.
Yeah, I think every underwater rugby player can identify with that feeling.
It's a bit mystical, but whatever. Here is Samuel Jusila. Got the ball off to Leonov Sergei.
Sergei Leonov.
Sergei, yeah, his name is put in reverse, I got confused. This is
I don't know why they do that, but okay.
And this will be Colin, I assume, judging by the breadth of his shoulders. Where Leo Silihov takes the ball away, tries to free his leg, can't succeed.
He should have twisted, I think, his body.
Yeah, but when you twist there, if he really holds on to leg, it can also hurt your knee a little bit. So you're not bound to do that all the time.
No.
Silihov again? No, it's not Silihov. It was Marco Enberg.
Okay.
And now they came close to their goal. Enberg tries to score. There's Viktor Krylov just beside, but the goalie has been replaced. Next attacker.
It was a good attack.
Wow, where was the defender here for Malsch? And again, no defender down under the goalie.
Considering how much possession time Malsch has enjoyed, that was a very disturbing.
Yeah, that was really dangerous for Malsch here. Also, I was missing a defender for quite a time here under the goal of Malsch. I don't believe that's a tactical purpose. I think they just had a misunderstanding. Let's see. I think this is Viktor Krylov calming the speed down. Anton Schutzin. That's interesting. You know, you have one of the players of Betta who was just Marco Enberg, who was under the player with the ball, but he didn't get the
pass
pass
it, no.
until he got up to the surface, and then he was being given the ball. I don't know. I myself consider this to be not optimal, but this is what Betta wants to play.
Well, they have had trouble holding on to the ball here.
Yeah,
so
the most important thing is it's not about which tactic is the best. Okay, we have Christian Provald trying to come onto the goal, while Sommerlein was over the goal. He likes that position, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He likes to lie just above the goalie and wait for the pass. But he was picked away cleanly here. So I think what I was about to say is for a team. I mean, there's different approaches to the game, and you can't say which is the best, maybe, but the most important thing is that the whole team is playing the same. Okay, no defender here at this point. He lifted the goalie a little bit, but I feel the goalie has got the ball. It was Anton Schurzi.
he had his eye on the ball. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was still a bad situation.
Yeah, also here there was a defender missing.
Pass
Okay,
it.
they brought the ball through on the other side. Took it back because he realized that it was
the
actually
wrong-
Leonov Leonov's hand who wanted to take it.
And actually, I would say one of the bad things about having this space with a basket is you can hurt your arm.
Yeah,
If
also it's very well possible that somebody grabs your hand from the other side and
Right.
pulls on it. Not, I mean, by accident, but even still, it's a rough game. There's a lot of forces used, and yeah, if you have those positions where you could end up clinched behind, bit dangerous. Okay, maybe now they pick up the speed.
It's a Forschler.
Yeah, that's Forschler. Christian Förschler,
Yeah.
to say correct. I get accustomed to your way of pronouncing it in the English language, and I say it the same way.
You say it. How?
Christian Förschler.
Forschler. Oh yes. You told me it was frog.
Yeah, it sounds similar to frog a bit. It's not.
Small
it's not
frog,
the
small,
exact.
yeah,
it's not the exact word, but
Forschler.
everybody recognizes it.
Blue,
So there's
number
been
8. 2 minutes for kicking.
Okay, so this has been against the blue team, if I see that right. So against Betta. So in that case, it's Sergei Leonov who has to go to the bench,
Penalty box.
to the penalty box.
Timeout, blue team.
There's a timeout called. Oh, we can see the sun is really shining in the poolside right now. Luckily, we
Blue
don't need to see
timeout.
a lot over water.
Sä sait sen jäähynkin sinne.
Yeah, there you see Leonov is already in the corner, ready to move away.
He seems to be in some pain in his fingers, or let's see. What's the story with this bleached out picture here?
It's just the sun shining straight into the window,
Yeah.
just in the face of the camera. Everything's right.
What?
So, and you just mentioned he seems to have a bit pain in the fingers.
Yeah.
Tell me, are there rugby players without pain in the fingers?
It comes and goes. I mean,
Yeah,
it
comes and goes. But
yeah.
everybody has had it by
experience, sure.
times. This is
I mean, when you have a grip on the ball and
Yeah.
a powerful player suddenly rips it away, your fingers seem to
Let's
go.
continue.
okay. We continue, and we have 4 minute 14 left in the first half, and now power play for Malsch.
I think Malsch will score.
This is they will definitely try. So Malsch was not investing everything to score. They were not risking everything. But in those situations when they get a power play, they have prepared some. Okay, this should be civil, I guess.
That should have been a
Yeah,
2 meter
he was too close.
Yeah,
He was
absolutely.
inside the 2 meters. He can't attack him right away.
No. Yeah, he was way too close.
Yeah, it was a bit of arguing. Well, the
But you were
discussion
too
now
close.
is the first pass was already delivered.
Yeah.
So after the first pass, you're allowed to move in
Yeah.
and attack the guy who has the ball. But this does not work. If you're inside the 2 meters range of the guy who
That's
passes
wrong.
away,
Yeah.
you're not allowed to do anything in this radius. You have to move out before you can do anything. But yeah, that's a bit confusing by times. So now we have Dingle coming over the goal, lost it, but it was picked up, I think, by Schier. Back to Martin Schottmüller. And now they have, still a lot of time left for the power play. They'll regroup and then try it. Okay, Martin Schottmer is down on the right-hand side under the goal. The pass just drifted away. But still, he tries to go in. Pass is picked up by Johannes Fiesel on the left-hand side. Over to Jens Dinger. Another long pass over the goal. This is uncharacteristic for Malsch. Those long passes over the goalie, over the defender. But eventually they got it back. Jens Dinger tries to score. Can't keep the ball. I think that's Jusila who won it. And now Tom Holmbeck.
Yeah.
Wow, and you see how immediately two players are on him. But he managed the situation wonderfully. Jusila with the ball. Again attacked by two people. This is rough checking here.
It's tough.
Betta has really a hard time to move away.
And there's still a minute left on the penalty.
But Christian Förschler comes in with the ball. Down to this is Schier.
Here's going to score.
He will want to score himself, but no, he gave the ball down. This is Provald on the right-hand side. I think on the left-hand side was
I thought they were
another
going to
attacker.
score there, but
Yeah, 30 seconds left of the power play. After that, the chance is over. And you know, surviving a power play, surviving the 2-minute suspension without being scored
10
against,
seconds.
also pushes your team.
yeah, of course.
But yeah, we have 2 minutes left in the game. Well, in the first half, like this, and we're having a scrum. So
Both teams in full strength.
okay, yeah. So 2-minute suspension is over. Our clock was a bit off there. It was 10 seconds late, but that doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is that the referees know the correct time. So barely 2 minutes left. Yeah, that's the picture we have seen mostly here. That was really clever.
Yeah,
No,
that was interesting, yeah.
There was only one goalie. He sprinted towards the goal. 3 Beta players came down. He just threw the ball backwards. He didn't want to mess with them.
And he
just wanted
knew where his teammate was.
Yeah, that's good understanding, good mutual understanding in the team for Malsch. But still, they couldn't manage to score up to now. Now another chance for Jens Dinger, couldn't bring it in. And he's been losing those balls. This is a bad thing. Tendentially, when you can't score those, you should try to bring the ball big out. He has had troubles up to now. I mean, not scoring is one thing, but he has lost 2 or 3 of those balls there. The rest of the team makes up for it. Their forechecking is really strong. They try to get them back, but now it's trapped in the arms of Ilya Sorov, and it's not easy to retrieve from there. I can tell you. He can do this for 1 more minute, I believe, but oh no, there it's gone. Martin Schottmüller has it.
Was that punched out, that ball?
No, not really. It was a good movement, back and forth, a little pushed it in one direction, then immediately pulled back in the other direction to take the tension of the. Okay, Schottmüller blocking away, then got the ball. Now he's not in a good position to score anymore. And you see Jens Dinger just on the right-hand side under the goal.
Hoping to get the ball?
Yeah, for the 4th or 5th time he's in this position, waiting for the pass. Okay, now Krylov is in the scrum. Referee points up. It's a deck referee who gave a free throw for Beta, and they have another 12.4 seconds left to use it. So I assume this will be half-time.
Choking.
Choking was called. Okay. Yeah, no, the pass was just drifted away, and this is half-time now. Yeah, they know it's already half-time, so they didn't even bother fighting over it, which is clever, because the only thing you could do in fighting here is hurting yourself or somebody else, because you were not going to score a goal anymore. And I like the fact that they are not unnecessarily trying to rumble in and to still win the ball with all force, where you could hurt somebody, but instead they just saw, okay, it's 2 seconds on the clock, whatever, and packed it in.
Well, this game has definitely shown the Malsch low-scoring
tendency.
Yeah.
They had most of the time the ball, but still didn't score the goal up to now. Now we have the highlights for the first half.
Yes.
Info.
We're back. You have rejoined us here at in Tampere at the internet broadcast
Ready. Teams ready.
Of the
of
EuroLeague.
the EuroLeague's final game on Saturday.
6 players.
Tomorrow there are more games.
More games.
But right now,
but
today,
for-
this is the final game between the German club Malsch.
And again, Jens
and
Dingel wins the sprint, but he can't get the ball loose. It's Viktor Krylov who takes it away from him, goes to the surface, and swings forward.
Now, do you think that the fact that this 0-0 tie after the first half, does that favor
Right
Betta
now,
or
I
Malsch?
think Malsch had control of the game for really most part. Really, a definitive, a large amount of the game was the ball in the hands of Malsch. Here you see Christian Förschler. No, it's a number 6. I saw the reverse. It's Georg. This is Jürgen Schier. He's also one fierce forechecker. I like his style of play, at least when I'm not playing against him. Does it favor anybody? I'm not sure. Malsch had control. The biggest chance was on the side of Betta, I think. So that shows that Betta is always able to produce a good chance in the goal, even if they didn't show the whole game. This ball is out. This has to be a blue free throw, I believe.
Ball out of bounds. Free throw. Blue team.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah,
I thought there was some.
No, it was Christian Provals. He tipped it out.
Yeah.
But see, okay, there's something not clear. Okay, the underwater referee has something to say about Anton Schurzin. Or no.
White number 13. 2 minutes.
Aha.
Number 13. It looks like number 3 if I'm honest, but we don't have it, so it has to be number 13.
Christian Staub.
Oh yes, it's Christian Straubach.
Straubach.
Christian Straubach. Why am I always adapting to the
Free
English
throw.
pronunciation?
Blue team.
Okay, yeah, Christian Straubach is sitting on the bench for with a 2-minute suspension. Now I'm interested in seeing what Betta can do of their power play, because Malsch already had one, and Betta survived the 2 minutes. Yeah, it's 13. It's Christian. He's a goalie. He's also a national team goalkeeper. Has been in the national team several times. And now Leo Siliov came over the basket, passed the ball down on the right hand side.
What did he get the suspension for?
I couldn't hear that. I
Free
couldn't.
throw. White team.
Okay, white team gets a free throw. That's really good. and
Holding.
Okay, we have. Okay, so here's some kind of discussion on the surface between Ilya Zorov and Christian Förschler. He complained a little bit to Azorov about him doing something he should not do. I bet it's about being too close to him when he makes his free throw. That has been a concern here. So we clarified it with a referee in the halftime pause. So it's a bit difficult, and some players don't fully understand how it works for free throw. The guy has, after the whistle, 3 seconds to play the pass, and at the moment that he plays his pass, that the ball leaves his hand, if you're inside 2 meters close to him, you're not allowed to attack.
No.
If you come in after the ball leaves his hand, then you
free
can attack
throw,
the first guy who gets
blue
the ball, but
team,
you can't stay close to
holding.
him, wait for the first pass, a short pass to be effectuated, and then attack that guy from 1 meter away. That's not okay.
One trick is for the player to charge from a distance.
Yeah,
and
but
hope to be at the right place at the
yeah,
right time.
then you have to gamble the timing, because
Yeah.
actually, when you charge, but the guy who
You have no idea
makes
where
the
the
free
ball's
throw,
going, yeah.
he holds the ball for 2 seconds before losing it, then you're already in the 2 meters radius. He plays the pass, and you're not allowed to attack. So it's very difficult, and yeah, sometimes players get it wrong. Meanwhile, the power play for Betta is almost over. They have 30 seconds left. Can they produce one last big onslaught on the goal of Malsch?
So this is the second half.
Oh wow,
And we have
they're
the-
passing the ball on the surface like they like to do, even when they have a power play. Does that mean they don't care for the power play, or maybe they're just too done for and don't have a lot of breath left? Here's Tommy Suomalainen, who was at least close to the ball when he had the ball, close to the goal.
Both teams.
Couldn't score.
Full strength.
Anton Schulzin is lying in the position, gets the ball. Can he get it in? Good position, but he was being snatched away from behind. That was Jürgen Schier taking him away. Let's see what the referee calls.
And what is it?
He calls a penalty
Penalty
shot.
throw, blue team.
He calls a penalty shot. Let's see that again, maybe.
Shoulder in the basket.
Yeah, so Anton Schulzin got the ball on the right-hand side, pushed, and couldn't remove the goalie. So my first thought that was that he was being hampered from behind from Jürgen Schier, so he
They
couldn't
would
get the
the
full
challenge.
force into the goalie. But
White
maybe he
team
was also
uses
with the shoulder
the
in.
challenge.
I couldn't see that. Okay, so yeah, Malsch uses the challenge. They don't believe it. So
I wish we could see the challenge ourselves.
yeah, but we'll get some replays, I hope, to maybe judge ourselves a little bit. So it was given shoulder in the basket when Anton Schulzin tried to score, and the challenge. Well, they have to decide if they challenge the fact that the shoulder was in the basket, or if they challenge the fact that there was immediate danger of a goal.
Here we
And
go.
I'm not sure which they did. So he got a clean push in, I guess. Yeah, we can't see the shoulder at all. We can judge if he would have been able to score, and I think he would. He was being attacked from behind. He was definitely hampered, but still, I think this was good enough a chance to score that if the shoulder was in the basket, should have been
It should have been called.
penalty.
It was
But yeah, we unfortunately from this angle we can't see the shoulder.
You
Okay,
predict Victor
let's-
Krylov will take it.
likely, but
And
let's
will
watch it
defend?
again.
Yeah.
No, there. That's already after it. That was already called. Let's go back. This is already after it was called. So here's Anton. He gets the ball from the left-hand side. We can't see the shoulder really. This doesn't seem like the shoulder is in the basket, is it? I mean, we can't see it from here really, but it didn't seem like it.
It's
No,
you can't see his body.
That just before the impact, we could see a part of the ring, and it didn't seem like the shoulder was under the ring in this particular moment, but it was just before the impact. So he might have turned a little bit and twisted down. But if these two angles are the only angles the referees have for the review,
They can't make a judgment.
then
no.
I think they can't make a judgment.
No.
Well,
I think the referee probably had a good view because the referee was on the other side.
yeah. No. Yeah. So no, we can see. But do you know what was challenged? What was the shoulder challenged or the immediate danger of goal?
In the video, we see the shoulder in
For
the
the shoulder,
basket.
so
The ruling stands.
Yeah, the ruling
Okay, they,
stands.
Penalty
they,
throw.
they saw it. Well,
They saw it.
they
They
said
say?
so. Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, it doesn't make a difference because
Kim Mitchell
even
said
if
it.
they didn't saw it, well, on the video, I think they could not see it. But yeah, if you can't prove it otherwise, then the ruling stands. So we'll have a penalty shot, and it will be Victor
This will
Krylov.
be interesting because I bet you.
Yeah, this is a tough spot. Actually, Victor Krylov is way too close to the Malsch goal. He has to get back to the middle.
It's here.
Yeah. The
A little
referee
back.
just informed him about it.
Here. Okay.
And now who's
Ready?
defending this? I can't see from here. It is Martin, is it? Has to be Schottmüller. Yeah, and this is interesting because yeah, Martin Schottmüller. Oh wow,
Oh,
that was very neat.
Goal.
Okay, Schottmüller
that was
is he
surprisingly
okay?
easy. Yeah.
Blue number 11.
Yeah, and this is a problem here.
Take
You know, Martin Schottmüller, he comes from Germany, and in
Yes.
Germany it's way more restricted to attack the head. And if we look at it again, I assume that Victor had his hand on the neck, but also on the head. Oh no, not at all. Okay, everything's fine.
He turned him
No,
around.
because there it looked like he was having a problem with his head, but no, that's okay. That was just a clean, good penalty shot. And now this is interesting. I don't know. Have we seen Malsch come back from a trail? I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, we see the stats for Victor Krylov. 32 games in already in Euroleague. And now Malsch has to put something up, and this is an interesting spot because I think they don't like to be there. As long as it's 0-0, I think Malsch likes their spot and likes to be confident about them being the ones who will score. But that's
now
also
the pressure's on them.
yeah,
now.
and this is the danger, you know, when they play a game where they don't score a lot of goals early on, or they don't try really hard and don't risk a lot for it, and they rely on that one goal that they're going to score mid-second half time, then once that goes wrong, you're already behind. You're not even tied anymore. So now this is a rough spot. We have 10 minutes left at least, so that's a bit of time. And Malsch was controlling the game fairly well before, but they couldn't mount the
They have to take
enormous pressure.
risks now.
Yeah, they have to take a little more risk. They have to bulldoze their way in somehow. As we see Leo Celio lying in defense, also a very heavy guy, charging into him. Let's see if that does something. So Malsch is playing slowly in the corner.
And the referees halt the action.
Delayed call.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, we see a delayed call from the deck referee.
7 players in the water, blue team.
Oh wow, a
2
an
minute
exchange
penalty.
error for Betta again.
Yeah. So
Yeah, 2 minutes time penalty against the team of Betta Moscow. They have to put one guy out. And looks like Leo Siliov is
Free
making his
throw,
way to the
white
bench.
team.
And now the second power play for Malsch. This time they are trailing. So this time they are really incentivized to use these 2 minutes to get their goal in. Let's see what they can muster up. And Martin Schottmüller goes for it right away, but ball has been snatched away. He was searching. Who did that? Who did that? Didn't find the guy who stole the ball from him.
well, this is a difficult situation for Betta. I mean, the power play.
Yeah, it definitely is. And Betta has one clear way of dealing with it. They want to scrum.
Yeah.
They want to scrum the whole time through, if possible. Let's
Free
see.
throw,
Let's see
white
how that
team.
goes. Okay, another free throw for Malsch. Helps them to get out of the scrum, get the ball moving again. But I feel like they need to really pressure Betta, because now there was 5 Betta players on the water, and they really need to pressure those. If 5 of 5 are on the water, then you will have a better chance in a few seconds. But now you see Thomas Suomalainen clinching the ball away, even clinching Christian Straubach with his knees, so he can't move away.
Well,
Well, that was very energetic. Let's see. Okay. So
he didn't
Ball
actually.
out of bounds.
He didn't
Free
actually
ball, white
hit the
team.
guy. But he swung his elbow.
he ripped it free,
Yeah.
kind of viciously. He didn't hit somebody, but in the meantime, the ball
Yeah.
jumped out of the water. So as it was Tommy Suomalainen who did that, it's another white free throw. And we have only 20 seconds gone of the power play, so still nothing bad has happened. Let's see, Martin Schottmüller coming in. There's 4 to 5 blue guys underwater right now. Schottmüller searching the position on the other side, waiting for the pass. It does not come through. Wow, now this is Jürgen Schier, is it? He tried to grab the goalie, but was clinched away by Tom Holmbeck, who now has the ball. And this looked a bit like. Okay, what's the call here? Is it a tech against the head? No.
Free throw,
Still a
white
white free
team.
throw. Okay, 1 minute left. I think
Holding.
this now is good for Betta. Betta has survived 1 minute. Third free throw for Malsch, but they couldn't muster up a real dangerous attack. Now Jonas Fiesel is the last Fiesel left. Actually, on the first day of Euroleague, there were 3 of them, all the 3 brothers. In the second round, there were only 2, and now there's only 1 left. So, luckily, there's no 4th rounds.
What's the story behind that?
I don't know. Maybe injured, maybe have no time to come, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know that. Okay,
Both
and that's
teams
still
at full strength.
yeah. Okay, so
They
Malsch
they
really
killed the
couldn't.
power play.
Malsch really couldn't take advantage here. Betta killed the 2 minutes rather quickly, and this is frustrating for Malsch because Malsch wants to play. Malsch wants to get the ball going, and you have 3 Betta players really scrumming it fixed. They don't want to let it go loose anywhere. Betta would be perfectly fine doing this for the 7 minutes to rest in the game. But 7 minutes is a long time, so even though the power play has been survived, Malsch has still a chance to muster something up. On the other hand, Betta could also very well break free for once, get that one counter attack over and score, and get the decision for the game.
When a team is dominating
Ball
possession,
out of bounds. Out of bounds.
Okay, so ball was over water again.
You don't have.
they tried to call timeout. But
Yeah,
they
but
don't
they
have
had
one.
they had the challenge.
No,
Oh.
no timeout. White team doesn't have a timeout anymore.
They called the challenge, and if
Free
you call the
throw,
challenge, it's
blue
instead of your
team.
timeout.
Yeah.
So you can't have a timeout after that.
And Jyrki Mikkola, the deck referee, he was very emphatic about that. There's no.
It's important for the referee to communicate very clearly what is going on, to say it in a loud, clear voice with few words. And now, okay, he's Barkanov. Pass to the surface, searches his teammate. Okay, Timuleti with the ball. He still has it. Okay. So, let's see. This looks like Enberg, Marco Enberg. And he has a good grip to the goalie. No, the goalie has actually the ball. And this was Christian Provald. He's a strong guy when he clinches the ball away. But
Okay.
now I think surviving this power play really helped Betta to regain a bit of confidence and momentum, and now they try to not let Malsch get back into the game.
Well, there are 6 minutes left now.
Yeah, 6 minutes is still a long time. I feel like the game the time is passing slowly, but so far I don't see. Wow! Okay, there's the 2-0. Okay, Christian Straubach was on the goal, but his position was taken a little bit.
Blue number 9.
Yeah, okay. That was a pretty
Bakano.
neat goal
Assist
for
number
Anton
8.
Schützin.
Oh, is it Chuzin?
Yeah, it was Anton. He managed to steal half a goal, pretty much.
Blue
So
number 39.
basically, Schützin on
Goal.
Straubach were
39,
lying
follow
side
it.
by side, each of them covering half of the goal. But when Schützin got the ball, he turned very quickly
Blue
and shot.
team, timeout.
You see that here?
He hit him in the head a little bit, slightly.
This is Straubach, and you see Straubach is not working to push him away. This was very according to the rules, where and actually it was not Anton who scored. It was Timuleti who was lying on the goal. Whereas Timuleti, lying on the goal, he was moving his fins a lot to stay in this position, and it's difficult to say if we couldn't see if it was according to the rules how he came there. But the way he stayed there was quite active. It's a bit difficult. So you see, when one guy is really swimming into the position and the other guy is not moving, and nobody has the
How do
ball
you
yet,
call it?
then
Yeah.
then you can think about calling pushing without the ball. But in this case, I think both players stayed exactly in the same place, and the movement of the fins for
It's an indication of who's pushing.
for Timuleti was really only to be able to not be pushed away. Yeah. Anyways, this should. I mean, we have 5 minutes left, but we have not seen two really quick goals from Malsch all that often, and now we'll see if they are able to adapt and throw all their usual playing style overboard and try something new. Something wild, something really aggressive, make something happen without waiting for the good chance, but creating it.
To go into the goal.
Yeah. And now, but also you see 4 black guys down there trying to defend. There's only one Malsch player. This is, oh wow, really good chance for Martin Schottmüller. Can he get the ball down? Wow, no. 2 times he tried to pass over to the other side down, but just one hand of a Betta player always in the way. And
Well-
now Anton Schurzin has clinched the ball. Okay, there's a bit of
When this hits 2 minutes, then I think it will be very difficult.
yeah. So actually, what you see there right now is the Betta player scrumming the ball, and what Malsch was trying, they were trying to push him out of bounds with the ball, because when the ball is out of bounds, the referee has to stop the game, and there has to be a free throw.
Yes.
So this would free the ball again and stop the scrum.
And stop the clock.
Yeah, and stop the clock. So now, very, very good work for Tommy Sommerlein. He takes several seconds off the clock, doesn't lose the ball, uses up the strength of several forecheckers. Yeah, Malsch does have a really hard time here. Up to now, Malsch has convinced in every game, not looking super dominant, but in the end winning. And now, this time, it really went a bit poorly for them.
Well, they're playing a team, as you said, that they were unaccustomed to the
Yeah,
style.
that's what I said. And
Betta has
I
played better and better through this game.
yeah, they. I mean,
at the beginning of the game, Malsch was more
yeah,
dominant.
Malsch had the ball all the time, but they couldn't produce the real danger. And eventually, they allowed Betta to fight their way into the game. And now they. The more they had to play the game that Betta likes to play, the less chances they had. So
Yeah.
this is not what Malsch wants to do. This is totally not what they want to do.
Now it's on the surface. The time is ticking.
And yeah, so in this case, we can really say that in the first half, Malsch was imposing their gameplay, rather, and in the second half, it switched over to Betta. Okay, there was a bit of protests for the players. Let's hope it's not getting rough.
Free throw, wide.
Yeah, okay. You see Tommy Sommerleinen swimming a little bit over the white guy, hitting him slightly in the head on the surface. Just a little bit. This is calculated provocation here, because they feel that Malsch is frustrated. They don't know what they should do, and then you tease them a little bit more, and then they totally fall apart and lose their plan. That's what they are trying. Okay. I might even have thought that the elbow of Jürgen Schier was a bit quick and dangerous here. A lot of free throws. This is not...
Ball out of bounds.
Okay, again. They like to lift the ball out of the water.
Free
here.
throw wide.
So yeah, here we had several games today where I said that...
drop the ball on the bottom.
Yeah, to take a little bit more time.
Yeah.
So I had that several games today. I said that no team was able to really impose their rhythm and their style to the game. And this game was really interesting because the first half was really the style that Malsch wants to play, and the second half they lost it, and now it's totally a Betta game. Okay, somebody's screaming up there. Okay, what's happening? Okay, I think that was Jürgen Schier who was really screaming. Okay, let's make sure that nothing escalates here.
And he was in a big trouble. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so the referee rules blue free throw, tries to calm the people down.
Because he's reasoning that
free throw, blue.
It was rough play.
Yeah, it was rough play, and one of the players was screaming a little bit and signaling that he wanted the referee to stop it.
For a club player, I would say it's rough play, but for Euroleague, I would say it's normal.
Yeah, but still, I think it's good to stop it because at this point, Malsch is really frustrated, and if this situations like these can get dangerous because you don't want somebody to put somebody in the position where he snaps, where he goes like, okay, I'm so frustrated, I don't care anymore. I'm going to.
This game is now over
do
because
something.
it's only.
And it's
impossible.
It's important now that to stay calm. It's no use. There's no use in starting to fight and.
Malsch can only get back in this game if they score soon.
Yeah, they would need to score like ASAP, but the ball is clinched away again. I call this game over.
Yeah.
Also, this is really the game of you see Ilya Azorov and Viktor Krylov. They can do that all day long, and Ilya Azorov has been in this position for the last 5 minutes straight, I believe, pretty much.
Well,
And now Christian Straubach, can he produce something?
Krylov.
Wow, Viktor Krylov prized the ball out of his hands. Leo Silehov
That
tries
was a
to accelerate
combination
it.
of strength and coordination that he really.
Yeah, because just with strength, I think that Christian Straubach also is physically quite strong, but the movement to really
to torque to
torque the ball out. That's one thing that Viktor Krylov really does well. And now we have 30 seconds left.
Betta's going to be really happy about this
there's
victory.
Alexander Bakanov going with the ball to the surface, holding it beneath his knees.
17 seconds.
Okay, this is over.
15, 14.
Yeah, that's quite surprising to me because Betta is really not in the best lineup here, but they managed to finish this game and to win this.
It will have a very interesting effect on the game.
Yeah, in their fashion, and Malsch will have to think about how this game. They had 2 power plays, but the game slipped out of their hands.
And everybody must be out
Betta's rhythm
in 10 minutes.
Yeah, we have to pack in quickly here. Let's just watch the highlights real quick and then go to sleep and be fresh and quick there for the next day. Tomorrow morning, I believe the first match is Vienna against Tampere. So let's be sure to be on our toes by then.
Thank you very much. It was a great day.
Thanks for having me, and let's go to the highlights of this game.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go take a shower.
Good idea, me too.
All right, thank you very much.
Goodbye, everybody.
Hope you'll be
Good
back
night.
Tomorrow, yeah?